So let's determine the first six terms of this sequence given by this formula over here. That is, when n is divisible by 3, we have to utilize this formula, that is an equals negative 3n plus 4. And when n is not divisible by 3, we have to utilize this formula, that is an equals negative 3n plus 2. So first, let's write down the six terms of the sequence. This can be written as a1 and a2, a3, a4, a5, and a6. These are the first six terms of this sequence. So basically, when n is divisible by 3, so here n is divisible by 3 as well as a6 is also divisible by 3. So for evaluating a3 and a6, we will utilize this formula, and for rest of them, that is a1, a2, a4, and a6, these are not here n is not divisible by 3. So we will utilize this formula. So let me find out a1 first. For a1, I have to use the second formula, that is negative 3n plus 2. So let me write down like this. So negative 3 times of, I replace n by 1. So therefore this becomes negative 3n plus 2, and this equals negative 3 plus 2, and this is equal to negative 1. And now for a2, I use the same formula, that is minus of 3 times of n, which is 2 here, plus 2, and this equals negative 3 times of 2 is negative 6, plus 2, this gives negative 6 plus 2 is negative 4. And let's find a3. Here n is divisible by 3, so we will utilize this first formula. So I'm going to replace n by 3, that is negative 3 times of n, which is 3, plus 4. So this becomes a negative 3 times negative 3 is negative 9 plus 4, and this is negative 9 plus 4 is negative 5. Now let's find a4. Here n is not divisible by 3, so we have to utilize the second formula. So therefore I write down this as negative 3 times of replacing n by 4. This becomes 4 plus 2. So therefore this gives negative 12 plus 2 equals negative 10. So then we find a5 using the same formula, because n is not divisible by 3. So therefore this becomes negative 3 times of 5 plus 2, and this gives negative 15 plus 2. This equals negative 13. And finally, we find the sixth term, that is a6. Here n is divisible by 3, so therefore we use the first formula, that is negative 3 times of n is 6 plus 4. So therefore this becomes negative 3 times of 6 is negative 18 plus 4, and this gives negative 18 plus 4 is negative 14. So these are the first six terms of this sequence. So you can write down this as comma separated values. So we have negative 1 comma negative 4, then we have negative 5, negative 10, negative 5, negative 10, negative 13. We write down a little bit clearly. So this is negative 13 comma negative 14. So these are the first six terms of the sequence.